some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champion, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Looking left. Complete in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Well, they wasted no time making sure that their star touched the ball and felt the game early.
And how about the defense? You've been game planning for this guy all week long. You knew they were going to feature him. The first play, you give up a play to him. That DC's over there scratching his head and saying some words that I can't say on the airway.
Red pass, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who's going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Pulls it, fired complete.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quarterback extends the play. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to press the field position with the return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Foster. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. There's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking 1st down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
A long way to go on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll take it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Oh, it's a fumble. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Third down play from the gun. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Washington right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It right through the upright is good from 59. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets the back moving. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Washington wants to go quickly. Quarterback will keep it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's second and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Foster. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. From the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Foster. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw again. Release to the back. The sure hands, it's Foster. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
It's complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Under fire. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Washington.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
about that. Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got to...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Tight end now in motion. The run from the shotgun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Foster. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this in the next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Safe completion on the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2.
Right down the boulevard. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his back in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Washington sends out the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets it to the back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.